Hello everyone, in this video breakdown I'm gonna explain you and show you how I made the tune, my latest release called The Greatest Trick. So let's dive into the project and see how it was made. So for those who are not familiar with this tune, it sounds like this. So yeah, let's check what's going on here in the intro first. So in the intro, there's a couple of like impact, couple of different sounds, you know, like sort of like trailer, epic cinematic sounds. So, for example, this one is like a low impact with a bit of EQ and a reverb. Without processing sounds like this. So then this thing is like a trailer sort of brass thing. Just a little filter here. So then it's like this thing. Just like another impact with a huge reverb. Here's how it sounds without it in the filter. So this is like a pad thing, like a low pad drone with a reverb as well. Then the sort of like a chorus starts playing. Let's see. So basically it's just like a sample of the chorus, or the choir, sorry. The reverb. So this is like, as you can see, it's a Total Science drum loop with a filter. Then this thing is like, there's actually two drum loops, you know. One the hot pants, the old school one, and the Total Science one. So this thing is like a transition, a noise sort of transition thing. Then this one is like a bass drop. Just like as it's without a processing. So then the new choir starts playing, like a lower version, playing together. As you can see, it's like, so this is a pad. So together with the choir. You can sort of like this dark, mysterious atmosphere. So this is like a pad. It's like classic horror sort of pad. So as you can see, it's just building up. Like every every 16 is the new the new pad or like a voice sound just adding. So yeah. Also, there's a kick here. Yeah, a kick, and now we're slowly getting to. Oh, this is like another kick, I think. Oh no, it's like a high thing. So we're slowly going to the vocal, to the voice, I mean.
Greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
So there's a lot of processing on the voice, as you can see. So without the processing, it sounds like this.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing.
So I was trying to make this the voice really like sort of wide and huge, you know, just to make it like very loud, because all the sounds in the intro, what playing is like they're really loud, and so they kind of like so the voice sounds like a little bit hidden between it behind it. So yeah, let's dive more detailed what's been added to the voice. So the Soundgoodizer.
The greatest trick. The greatest trick.
It's making it more tight.
The greatest. The greatest trick.
More precise. The OTT.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
Compressing it.
The greatest.
Then compressor.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
Let's make it more sort of flat.
The greatest.
And Saturn.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
Making sort of like a radio effect, because we don't need these lows. So then the waves thing.
The greatest trick.
It's making it like wide and sort of like a roomy.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world.
Then the EQ.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world.
And then the Stereoizer thing.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
So yeah.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Now this is the Reese bass. Just like a simple Reese bass made in FreeOSC with the processing. Serum, like hyperdimension and distortion. Soundgoodizer as well. So then the build-up. So the build-up is like made out of kicks, snares, and vocals, and the Amen break. As you can see, the snare is here. Just sort of like a sort of dark sidey, like current value style snare. This is the kick, powerful kick. This is the Amen. Oh yeah, let's actually check what's here on the kick. Nothing really, like just a pick controller for making sidechain with the bass. With this 808 thing. Yeah, so as you can see, the 808 also have these lots of processing. So let's dive into this more detailed. Just as like a clean 808. Serum effects just making stereo, distortion, and chorus. Filter, Soundgoodizer, dist, another Soundgoodizer, balance, or sidechain. Let's check what's going on with the Amen. This is the Amen break. Cutting the lows, compressor, and the filter. Yeah, this is also the voice. Nothing really about the processing, just like a filter, and even the EQ is turned off. But it's pretty cool, sounding and pretty good itself. So then we slowly go into the drop. So let's check what the drums is. It's like the drums is sounding like pretty layered. Yeah, so the first layer is like this. It's like a pretty compressed small thing, which I am using all the time with a compressor, waves compressor. Then the hi-hats. Yeah. Then like the main sort of layer. Snares, pretty clean, nothing on it. The kick with the pick controllers, as you remember. All the drums go into the bus with the filter and the vocoder thing. So nothing really crazy actually. So this is like another snare. It's like hi-hats. Just like a hi-hats with no lulls. So this is the like percussion thing. You know, this sort of quick shuffle thing. Nothing crazy, you know, no processing at all. So let's check what's going on with the bass lines. So the bass lines is like all Serum, maybe a couple of like Triosk, but mostly Serum. So this is Triosk. It all goes to a bus. On the bus, there's nothing crazy. It's like Soundgoodizer OTT, just the usual thing I'm always using. Oh yeah, it's just a sub, right? So this is the Serum. That's how it sounds. Hyperdimension, distortion, and EQ. The EQ is really important here because without EQ it sounds like really flat. Yeah. And this is like different sort of beats. So this is like just like short sort of Reese bass. This is like the main sort of bass. It has that processing, you know. It all goes in the same way, so I'm pretty sure there's a filter, yeah, filter with the reverb. So without it, it sounds different. So it has now like more interesting character. Just like a little bass edit. This is like a long thing, the main long thing. It's like just a cool, long, distorted bass. The EQ is really important here as well. So check how it sounds without it. Like it's so different because the distortion goes after the EQ and it's like actually distorts the resonant. So, you know, if we put the distortion before EQ, it's gonna sounds weird. And also it sounds weird because the distortion actually playing after filter. So, you know, yeah. The purchasing is the same. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about this 808 thing. It just makes the bass a little bit more dirtier. And then what else here? It's like some edits. Yeah, this thing is like the step bass. Just like a beginning of the longer bass. Yeah, with that reverb as well. Oh yeah, maybe the reverb is not here. Interesting. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then there's tambourine. So then it's just like goes to, yeah, let's check the edits. Nothing like really different.
The devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
And then there's like a 4/4 part starts. So there's the thing, the sub bass, this like crash sort of drums. It's a different edit of the voice. The same maybe. Yeah, it's just the same, you know. There is like a riser thing. So I made it out of just 3 OSC sine waves and a serum. Small transitions here. What else here? Like another. So what's here in the second drop is like there's a different sort of bass. I mean, there's a couple of similar basses, man, the same basses, but there's also adding some different step bass, which is I'm gonna show you now. Making that groovy vibe. So it sounds like this. It's pretty much the same one as I showed you before, but there's also a different one. It's a more cleaner version of it. So they playing together. Just make it like more transient, you know. Other than that, it's just the same, you know. Oh yeah, there's a couple more different bass lines. Yeah, it's probably not here, but yeah, here. There's like a Friosk bass as well. Processing here. So basically, the main thing is that the Serum FX doing this reverb filter and just completely ruining the sound. I mean, in a good way. No, it was just a Reese. Sick sound. Reese and so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I made it. And also the master is just the usual thing, like I always do. The EQ with the mids, the OTT, Saturn, and Ozone, just for checking the loudness. You can see it's pretty loud. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you like this breakdown, and have a good day.